Okay, but who will still tell me anyways? Who is willing to tell me? Now you are afraid because you know that once you collect this mic, I might still show you another question. Alright, so this is the rise of the sheep creative. And someone will be wondering, what is the sheep creative? What does it mean? Now, we all know what being a goat means, right? So when we say Ronaldo is a goat, you guys are already smiling. You see the guys that means because they're already smiling that in your low song here, like you are talking to, you are talking about someone important. So when we say goat, that's the greatest of all time, right? And most of the time when we are not careful about what we are saying, we are putting into creativity, in regards to creativity, when we say someone is a goat, oh that artist is a goat, or oh that spoken word poet is a goat, or oh that designer is a goat, you start seeing it as someone that is greater above every other person. Meanwhile, creativity is not something that is supposed to be judged based on performance. The way I see the word, the way we all see the world is different. And for me, and every perspective, it determines how well and how much you push to the world. So, for example, when I give everyone here a drawing board, or let's say a very small canvas, and I give you guys paint brushes, like, okay, paint me as I am speaking right now, or paint the assembly, you will notice that everybody's drawing will be different, even though you guys are doing the same thing. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Alright. Why? Because the way we see things will be different. Now, the people that are sitting from here, they will draw me from this side, right? The people that are sitting from me, they will draw me from this side. And the people that are sitting here, they will draw my round face. Alright. So that means that our perspective is different. And that is the reason why there is no greatest or smallest, or you could be sharpening up your skills, you could be sharpening up your creativity skills, you could be getting better how much you are able to express yourself and how much you are able to ignite the passion that you have to express, but it does not mean that you are small. Alright? So, talking about that, I would like to introduce the founder of Love, to talk about what Love is all about, and I would like you to give a very big round of applause to the founder of Love Creatives. Who is Mr. Michael Tommy? It's too small. It's not easy. You're welcome, sir. Let me stop. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, you guys will bear with me. I'm a very how do I explain it? Alright, so I just need to be able to, if I carry my laptop and look like I'm just moving on go, it's fine. That's how I am, right? So I'm just not interested in taking things. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for asking me. I thought I was going to have to talk and talk about the way of all celebrating moment. So I'm so glad to see your faces. I'm so glad that you are smiling. I feel like the energy in the room is good, right? I'm very happy about that. So it's so great to have you all here. I revel in the opportunity to sit amongst creatives of all kinds, because I believe that creatives are superheroes. Does that make sense? Do you believe that creatives are actually superheroes? Yes, creatives can do anything. Change it. Creatives can do anything. Superheroes are like people that can do anything. I want to fly. A creative can say me, I may know. So, for instance, Batman is a typical example of what a creative is like. So other people can fly, they can punch, they can do anything. Batman cannot. You know Batman cannot do anything. But because Batman is creative, suddenly you are saying Superman, you are saying Batman. But on a normal level, like you should not even be mentioning, like, remove his suit and give him normal clothes. Who is Batman? Batman cannot, like, there's nothing else. Now, Batman is a man, right? An ordinary man, but creativity can give a man superpowers. And all of a sudden, it looks like you can do anything. You can change. Does that make sense? Yes, you can. You know you can change the world, right? You know. You know that it does not matter where you are. You can change the world from anywhere. I mean, recently somebody has popularized the statement that you can do great things for the smallest, right? So don't say that too much is in the big place. So if you even say good morning, too much, you will embrace it with all your heart. Sure you get. Me, I carry the too much in my heart. It's funny. Some of you, okay, how many of us went to Lautech here? Let me see your hand. Or you are going to Lautech. Sure, me now, I didn't go to Lautech. I didn't go to Lautech. I was not born in Ogumosho. I'm not San Ogumosho. And see me in Ogumosho. And I'm even telling you that I carry Ogumosho in my heart. You get me? Yes, it's because I have so much faith in persons and the possibility that can come out of it no matter where you are. Right? So, in a way, I want to use that to encourage you to be somebody who does not complain. Don't say this kind of business is Ogumosho. That can be Ogumosho. Trying to be Ogumosho. No, don't say that. If you make that your own statement, it's reality that you experience. Alright? So once again, it's so good to see you, it's so good to see some familiar faces. Sorry that I will not be mentioning here. I'm seeing some faces that I know and some faces that I'm about to know. So it's so good to see you all. I think there are people that have come out of town. If you have come out of town, can I see your hand? If you come out of Ogumosho, let's say you came from outside Ogumosho. There's one person who was going to outside Ogumosho. Please raise it with pride. Let me see your hands. Please, let's put our hands together for them. So, you have seen 3 people so far. Right? It's to show you that this is a gift of the day. So I'm hoping that by the time we're done, we all will be bold enough to say that I had a great time. Alright, so very quickly, let me talk about love in a few minutes. So love, creative, excellent. So we're going to have a great time. This presentation is already making me smile. Alright, so love, very short, like 3 or 4 slides, but it's very interesting. Very simple, but interesting. So love is love, creative excellence initiative. I feel like the name kind of tells what it's about. You really may not understand the love, right? But I will tell you love, I'll tell you about love, I'll tell you about what love really is. But you can see creativity, you can see excellence, you can see initiative. Right? So if you look at those words, it should give you an idea that love is an initiative that thinks about creative excellence in people. Is that simple and clear? So the idea of love is not that love is another creative community. No, that's not the point. Love is an initiative that has been started with the aim of bringing about excellence in everybody's creative expression. So, next slide. So what is the meaning of love? Alright, so how many of us speak French? How many of us speak a foreign language? Let me see your hands. Speak a foreign language. Let me see your hands. Like raise it and keep it. Not raise it and put it down. Raise it and keep it. Let me see for a few seconds. No hand. Okay, 1. There now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Why now? Why? Okay. Let me ask another question. How many of us speak a language that is different from our native language? Let me see your hand. I'm a bit of a language different from your native language. Okay, so Daniela, what's your native language? What other language do you speak? Like a language, a local language that is not your native language.
Okay, so my native language is Yoruba.
Yes.
And then I speak French.
Speak French. Okay, that's one, but that's international. But thank you. I didn't ask that question well. So let's put our hands together for us. So let me ask the question again. So how many of us speak a language that is local, like Nigerian language, but is not your native language? So what's your native language? Where's the mic? I don't know who's holding the mic. Let me get the mic to that. What's your native language? And then What other language do you speak?
My native language is Oyo, that's I'm from Osho, but I speak it because I stayed at
Thank you so much. Are they close? You can give are they close languages? Yeah? Okay, let's say if you know that you speak a native language that is not close to your, or you speak a Nigerian language that is not close to your native language, can I see your hands? Okay, so please, your native language and then what language?
Okay, Yoruba, but I speak Hausa.
Thank you. Let's get an answer to that. The reason I do like that is because I desire for you to speak Hausa. To be very honest. Speak like, you don't. There is a kind of favor that you can get, you can speak some types of languages. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I want to quote what I'm saying, I don't want to say it with full mouth. But there's a kind of, I really wish, outside the language, because, so for instance, my native language is not Yoruba, but I speak Yoruba. And it's something that I'm hoping that every member of my family can still speak Yoruba, even if natively, that's not our language. But the reason I say this is because I feel like there's a way that languages can enhance your creativity. Are we together? I might be saying some very simple things, but they might be able to go a long way. There's a way that languages can, for instance, this is how we named a brand, but the origin of it came from French. I follow you. How many of you speak French? Okay, but let me do it about that. Thank you. You speak Yoruba. The reason is what's the name of your points? It is called colors, right? It is called colors. Colors, right? It's like two words, just remove one and one word, put across your name. So I just need to in French, what happens is you have something like le pomme. Please, come on. Thank you. I think you guys can permit me now for like a few seconds. Me, I don't know how to form. That's, to be honest, let's do what we need to do. Let's move on and all that, right? So when I strongly believe that if you allow yourself or open yourself up to learn languages, there is a way that it's like colors. When you see artists paint, for instance, thank God we have artworks in front of us. You know that when you look at this part of this artwork, I need to do a roundup. You know that that's not just black. You know that there's a richness to this black. If you paint, you would have an idea of what I'm talking about. There's a richness to the black, that somebody took black color and just did black. Those of us that design, for instance, you hear somebody will tell you that don't use pure black. Use something close to black hair, but not pure black. It happens like that. So the general idea is that when it comes to painting, there is a way that you can make a color rich by layering colors. So it's not just, oh, I want green, let me just do green. There's a richness that can come when you mix things. So I see us as individuals, I see things as colors. So the mixture of your experiences is like the mixing of color to give it a richness. So if, for instance, you open yourself to language or you open yourself to things, even though you say, oh, I'm a fashion designer, let fashion design not be the only thing that you know how to do. Is that making sense? I'm a fashion designer. Read philosophy. Read psychology. Read human behavior. Study nature. One way or another, it will come together to influence your fashion design and all of that. Does that make sense? So, love, this L is actually borrowed from French. So it's L apostrophe. And normally in French, you would see it as lo or la. So lo is L-E. I'm teaching you small French today. Is that okay? So that tomorrow somebody is telling you lo something, you can tell him, I know the meaning now. I know the meaning. It's the same way, that's why I said I love Hausa. The way I speak Hausa now, very basic Hausa, but by the time I tell you, nakwana, yaya jiki, I'm already there, your body is suiting you. So if I can just make friends with you. I did it to someone I was buying something from. I greeted him in Hausa, the only Hausa I know, like 2 or 3 sentences. And then when he wanted to add more, I told him, please, Hausa kadan kada. That's my Hausa is small. When I was done with him, as he was walking away, he couldn't speak English.
So he tried to muster the small Yoruba that I could speak. And he looked at me and he said, Daddy, Dadani. Do you understand? So he looked at me and called me daddy and said that Daddy, Dada, ni. That's, you are a good man. He was trying to say you are a good man. So he had to borrow the small around and tell me you are a good man. And why did he call me a good man? Just because he most likely felt good about the fact that I was trying to connect with him with his language in a place that was not home. So lo or la is from French. The or in lob means ordinary, b means becomes, and e means excellent. So if, for instance, I feel like oftentimes we find ourselves in situations whereby we consider ourselves to be ordinary. I don't know the reason why. Maybe it's just culture, education, surrounding, environment. We just consider ourselves to be ordinary people. Like, you are not thinking, peradventure, you came here, you are not thinking of being great. You are not thinking that you can have influence outside Ogbomoso. You are not thinking that you can have influence that can reach millions and even billions of people. One of the things I've come to communicate to you is that you are actually not ordinary. You are looking at the work of your hands, your craft, and it's looking as if this thing is not like Versace, or it's not like those designer ones that you see the way they cut it. Have you seen people that make wristwatches? Or people that make some bespoke wallets? You see the amount of craftsmanship that goes into carving the wallet, such that when they want to sell the wallet to you, it's not 2K. They will sell the wallet. So if you wonder that, how can somebody spend 150,000 naira buying wallet? Or 1.5 billion naira? What is it not money you want to put inside the wallet? What are we buying? Craftsmanship goes into it. So peradventure, you'll be looking at your own creativity and it looks ordinary. One of the goals of love, the real idea of love, is that it can take the ordinary within us and transform it to excellence. All right. So it's why when you look at the logo, oftentimes when they want to say excellence, you hear something like A star, asterisk, excellent, and all that. So the idea is that inside you is an excellent light. If you've noticed, this is not a perfect circle. Designers can see it, like just by looking at it. You see, designers will see that it's not a perfect circle. Did they make mistake? It's not mistake. It was intentionally done to reflect the ordinary, let me coin English, the ordinariness of the human person, and how that inside that ordinariness is a more excellent person. All right. And if we just do the work and all of that, that excellence will come out. So that's the idea behind love. However, there's another coded meaning behind love. And this is the beautiful part for me. The fact that I saw love as a family thing. So for instance, every letter in love points to somebody in my family. Right? So that's creative now. So I gave people front and back, double-sided meaning. So on the one hand, you see why everything contributes to your creativity. So when people say they want to be more creative, I say live life. You understand? Marry, travel. You are still like an artist. One part of it says marry well. If you've read the book, it's still like an artist. You see the part of it. When I saw it, I said, they are even encouraging us, because some of you will think that I can't marry. I need to. And somebody is saying, see, from my experience, so you want to be more effective as a creative, marry, but marry well, because it will form, like your experiences will be formed. My time, so, I don't even know what the time is. I'm not holding wristwatch. Okay, let me round up. All right. So, L is for light. Even when I want to run away from the name, people keep giving me the name that you are Mr. Light. So that's me. My wife's name is Otto. Is she here? Please stand up wherever you are. Help me appreciate her. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My first child's name is Rejoice. My second child's name is Beloved. Then I said Etal. As at that time, we did not have a third child. So I just say if anything happens after that, you are all inside. So that's the idea behind the second law. So law basically functions on 4 E's. We drive human flourishing. The idea is to ensure that people flourish, whether us or others indirectly, flourish and prosper. by fostering creative empathy, caring for people. That you, as a creative, you create from a place of caring for people. Creative expression, you are free to express your creativity, your unique creative self. Creative excellence, you're bringing it to a place of excellence, not that you are doing things anyhow, right? And creative enterprise, you are able to come to a place where you can exchange value for value, all right? Our expressions are music club. We have music club for children. We have this for designers. If you know you've attended DAP here before, can I just see your hand briefly as I round up? Some people have attended DAP. So Design Alignment Accelerated Program for designers. We have the book club we are going to start the book club, but we have plans for book club, art room, co-workspace, and we have SOS, which is what we have here today. So SOS is School of Creative Excellence. It's a nurturing ecosystem for emerging creatives who will align skill with purpose, not just but skill with purpose, cultivate personal and cultural taste. Hopefully sometime in the future we'll take time to talk about taste.
Are you sure you're in science class? This is science class. It's still very class of that.
You can share
commercial class. I just like myself. Project. I'm like, I want to go to commercial class. Then he went to go and call my school counselor and he told him, "Is let me talk sense into her. What do you mean by commercial class?" All right, so he was saying, so let me talk sense into her. What do you mean by commercial class? At her age, what do you mean by she should go to commercial class? Science is the real deal. So they finally convinced me into science. Actually, I do not regret it. But look at us now, look around you. Creativity is the real deal, right? Creativity are cashing out big times, from photographers to artists to everybody in the creative sector. They are cashing out, right? Like I was talking to a friend in Lagos that said that he just closed like $1,000 deal in Lagos, and he's a creative. So I want you to celebrate creativity once again. All right. So as we were talking, an amazing speaker entered. And we'll not be introducing him yet until his section, but I'd like you to appreciate him and give him a round of applause. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. So I'd like to introduce our first speaker, who is going to be the person that came to speak with us earlier, Mr. Michael Tommy. So I want you to follow me as I read his bio. Mr. Michael has executed several high-impact projects for local and international individual and corporate brands. Some of them have Eridon and Asterism Coms. Michael is also responsible for most of Mr. Dosere Ekon's album cover designs. I think this deserves a round of applause, right? These albums have combined cross-platform streams in tens of millions. Michael's multiple streams of creativity has seen him featured on notable national and international platforms. In 2016, his work was featured on CNN Africa. My Salvation Story, a storytelling blog created by Michael, was also featured on Why Niger in 2018. Michael's visual design work was also featured on Afrocritic, a notable entertainment news blog. As part of his knowledge-sharing ventures, Michael has been privileged to facilitate training sections and speak on multiple platforms, notably TEDx Ogbomoso, Ogbomoso Digital Economic Summit ODES, Google Development Student Group GDSC Ogbomoso, National Information Technology Development Agency NITDA, and SQI College of Technology. In addition to being on a boundless exploration of influence on visual creativity on people, places, and culture, Michael is committed to seeing the rise of more impact-driven creatives from underserved community who create with a culture of excellence and with a focus on human flourishing. He is married to an amazing lady, Otobong Tommy, and they are blessed with 3 beautiful children. Let's make welcome with a beautiful round of applause
My slide is not complete, but I am going to present now. PDF. All right. All right. I think that I'm here now. Where so once again, I want to appreciate the fellow speakers that are around. Thank you, the lion. But thank you so much for coming. So, how many of you were intrigued by the title of the theme of this program when you saw it? I feel like that's probably the reason why some people came. Like, I want to know. I want to know. Yes, I want to know. What do you mean by sheep creative? Because you know when they call somebody sheep, you know what it means. Who has an idea? Have you heard them call somebody sheep before? Like, you know that some people use it as abuse. And you don't know. In fact, the Instagram post that I put up, one of the posts I used to promote this program, I said, comment sheep, and I'll send you a DM, a link to register. And at some point, it was my wife that notified me that she did not, is sheep an offensive word, because it looks like they were hiding, Instagram was hiding the comments. Because it was like, let it not look like you are abusing somebody. But a lot of times, sometimes when you use the word sheep, some people use the word sheep, for them is that they are abusing somebody. Unlike goat. All right. Whereas some other people, goat is actually goat is like, so when we started seeing the popularization of the word goat, is the goat. For me, at first I was confused. You know, there was somebody that even released a song on goat. How many of us know? I almost did a video, but I said, no, this is not my brand. Let me calm down. That somebody did a goat, and he was literally singing, I'm a goat, man, what's going on? But you know, I couldn't blame him because his heroes, I mean, the goat thing had become popular. Right? It's the goat. It sort of reminds me of when we say, that guy is bad. You know, when it's like you are exceptionally good, they begin to say that you are bad. You see an artist, say, that artist that is bad. You know, so, but I just want to demystify the whole idea behind this. That's what we want to do today. It's a very simple presentation. Then after that, we'll allow ourselves to benefit from the others. So the rise of the sheep creative. It almost sounds like before now, the sheep creative has been cited to tell you the story of this movement, right? Because for me, this is not just a presentation. It's not just an event. Affected by the same thing. If I just trusted the process, there's a place to get to. I was concerned. I was just thinking that a lot of the artists I know don't have money. How will art feed me? I have more exposure now, right, than then. Then I didn't know anything. I just knew I had artistic inclinations. So how will I feed? And because of that question of how will I take care of myself, it did not allow me step into the core of a creative. But the moment I had to jettison that and say, you know what, let me stop thinking about how will I feed myself first and think of my responsibility to people's flourishing and just create. The moment I embraced that, even my journey flourished. So as a creative, if you want to see the best of your journey, it will not really speak to the greatness that you are meant to experience. It will not really speak to the greatness that you are meant to experience. So a sheep is selfless. It's still kind of tied to everything I've been saying. Because of time, I would like to move. You find out that a sheep does not move selfish. Sheep always selfless. All right. So H, like I said, I'm just trying to use the words SHEEP. Some of them will have more words. Some of them will have less. A sheep creative is somebody that creates with heart. You pour. It's like how we say you pour your heart into something. You pour of yourself out into something. A sheep is someone who is humble. By humble, and I would also tie this to the idea of selfless, is that very often you put others ahead of yourself. Does that make sense? Very often you put others ahead of yourself. Not necessarily that it must be me. It must be me. It must be me. I remember being in a situation once, and I feel like that's one of the moments that also stamped this whole concept in my mind. I was driving. We were at a crossroads, and there were so many cars. Normally, it doesn't take me more than 10 seconds to drive past that place but that day, I think I stayed there 15 minutes. You know why? Because everybody wanted to be the first person to pass. Everybody. Do. Bike man, the one driving car, the one driving bus. And I was just thinking that what if, like, we literally just paused and calm down. So yeah, you go. Everybody will go. We will not spend the amount of time we spent there. But because I must be first, as you are trying to go, somebody else has caught you. As you are thinking of somebody else has caught you. I saw that we were spending unnecessarily long time, and it stamped the idea that we must come to a place where we can give room for people, rather than always want to be the one to go in and all of that, right? There's an experience coming to mind, but I'd rather move. As a sheep creative, you're somebody who creates with empathy, who creates from a place of deep love for people, from a place of deep love. Love is a very good foundation for creativity. If love is lacking from creativity, there is a limit, because there needs to be that place of how can I make somebody's life better based on what I'm doing, right? For instance, when I was thinking of the idea of wanting to be good, wanting to be the best, there's a way that you can be doing well as a brand, but all of a sudden you realize that another brand is rising and it's looking like it's about to do better than you. And you're thinking, I don't want anybody to take my space. So what do? Let me buy that brand to kill the competition. But you know that as a sheep, you can also buy a company. Are you with me? Buying the company is not the problem. It is buying it to prevent the competition that is bringing to you that is the problem. But then there is a way that you can see a company and say, I want to buy this company. But you buy it because you know that you can help them better serve people. Does that make sense? So the buying of the company is not the issue. It's buying it to kill it so that it will not compete with you that is the issue. Or just trying to destroy the next person that is the issue. All right? So sheep creates with deep love for people. And as a sheep creative, you're somebody who is driven towards excellence. That's why I said that the fact that I'm saying that we don't necessarily have to be the greatest of all time, like we don't need to have that competitive spirit, does not necessarily mean that you should be mediocre. In fact, what it means is that you find your own unique expression and ensure that you are the best version of that person. The best, when you do that, you are likely to do better than comparing yourself. In fact, there's a common saying, those that compare themselves to each other are not wise. So let's assume that you were meant to be 10 and you are comparing yourself with 1. You'll find out that at most, maybe when you are 2, you are comfortable. Does that make sense? Because you're comparing yourself with 1, and then you are 2, you think I've done enough. Yes, I'm okay. So you are comfortable. Whereas the real expression that you were meant to be was 10. So find your own unique expression and drive yourself towards excellence. And for me, excellence sometimes I define excellence as being making the best of going over and beyond with what you have. So as a sheep creative, you're not lazy. Instead, you go over and beyond to ensure that you leverage all that you can. Relationship, technology, whatever it is, to give the best of yourself to people. And then why is it not moving? I'm not sure. It's not moving again. What I'm trying to do is bring us to a place where we all can work together. Because what that means, let me quickly add this. Because when you look at yourself, you find out that there are creative expressions that are your strengths. And you are lacking what somebody else has. And somebody else is lacking what you have. And that's how we have been fashioned. So somebody else may be full and have like 5 expressions. Somebody else has 10. But at the end of the day, they are still lacking something else that somebody else has. And what that means is that we are supposed to be giving to supporting each other and serving each other with our own unique expressions. So as a sheep creative, if you're to get the best of yourself, you function best. Yeah. You said the mic? Okay.
So I want to make an announcement that we are going to be giving free gifts to people, and you'll be asking me that who are these people that we are giving free gifts to. So we are at the end of this section, at the end of the 3 sections for the speakers, we are going to be bringing up people from the crowd, from the audience, who will be giving us impulsive, creative presentation. So we are listening to this presentation, we are, everybody, some people are jotting down, some people are, listening on vibes and chill and all of that. So with everything that we have learned in mind, we'll be calling up maybe 2, 3 people or 5 people, I don't know, depending on our mood at that time. So we'll be calling up people to come and, just give a little bit of their creativity out. And before I move on, I would like to ask a few people, like, what do you do creatively? I'm giving you the mic, sir. What do you do as a creative?
Web3 designer.
Okay, Web3 designer. Please, your name? Felix. Fred. Okay, please, can you give Fred a round of applause? He's a Web3 designer. Who else wants to speak? Let me give, let me give you Ma. You look beautiful, by the way.
I am a content writer and I design students.
Okay. Your name?
Fuluwa.
Ayofeoluwa. Oh. Can you give Ayofeoluwa a round of applause too? Let me see one more person. I chose from this place, so yeah. Okay, some people are looking at me like, if you call me, don't call me. Well, I'm calling you. What do you do as a creative?
My name is Joel. I'm a designer.
Okay, designers are here a lot. Okay, who else wants to speak? Who is not a designer that wants to speak here? Okay, you?
I'm Faith Alibajo. I'm a visual artist.
Okay, Faith is a visual artist. Please, can you give everyone that spoke a round of applause? This shows that we have a lot. We have a spectrum of creativity here. I celebrate each and every one of you. Please give yourself a round of applause again. Thank you so much for coming. So, with that in mind, whatever you want to put out as your creativity, you can start working on it now. So, moving on to the second speaker, you will notice that you will see 3 Amazons sitting in the front. And before we move on, I want you to celebrate them again. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, the next speaker is Mr. Oluwaseyi Gbadebo. He is a dynamic artist, a creative entrepreneur with over 50 years of experience shaping Nigeria's visual and design culture. He is the visionary founder of VZL Crew, Nigeria's leading mural company known for executing the largest mural project ever done in the country, Tanke Bridge, Ilorin, Kwara State. A bold statement of scale, collaboration, and artistic excellence. In 2021, he launched Concrete Designs, Nigeria's foremost sustainable concrete furniture brand, blending innovation, aesthetics, and environmental consciousness. I expected more than that. Okay, thank you. Through his work, Oluwaseyi is redefining how art intersects with public spaces, sustainability, modern African design. A celebrated visual artist, his works have exhibited in numerous local and international shows and featured on platforms like TVC, Channels TV, including 2 featured on Art House, Vanguard, This Day, and The Guardian. His creative influence earned him a spot as one of the 100 most influential young people in Oyo State in 2021. I expected more than that. That's very low. Come on. All right. So Oluwaseyi is also an award-winning public speaker and a passionate advocate for youth empowerment. As a mentor and a role model to thousands of young creatives across Nigeria and beyond, he continues to inspire the new generation of artists and entrepreneurs to dream big and lead boldly. Based in Ogbomoso, Oyo State, his reach is global, with clients and collectors across continents. When he's not creating, strategizing, or mentoring, he enjoys playing chess and exploring new ideas through networking and other creative pursuits. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Mr. Oluwaseyi Gbadebo. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Wow, this is a full hall, though. Let me first of all appreciate Mr. Tommy, my brother, for putting this event together. Thank you so much, sir. And I want to also recognize the presence of my brother and my pastor, Jason Damilare Adeshegun David. Let's give him a round of applause. All right. So how many of us here are creatives? Creatives. I will ask questions, I will go random. You tell me your name and what you do. So I will take one person from here, one person from here, and one person from there. So my spirit comes to you. What's the name? And what do you do? Let them see you, Samuel.
My name is Oluwaseyi.
They can't hear you well, they can't hear you. Speak with boldness.
My name is Oluwaseyi Samuel. I'm a fashion designer and graphic designer. I also dabble in videography.
Beautiful. Little bit. Awesome. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay. Let me see. Let me pick a lady from here. Yes, the lady who is writing. All right, tell us your name and what you do.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm a graphic designer and I write about
You write. Beautiful. What do you write about?
I write spiritual books. I write newsletter.
Newsletter. Let's give her a round of applause. Okay, let me pick a guy from here. This guy has a strong Udogu face. So tell us your name and what you do.
My name is Victor. I'm a photographer.
Photographer and cinematographer. Great, thank you. All right. So you may be wondering that why did I ask that question? Because I actually want to know if we have enough creative people in the space, people who are in the creative industry particularly. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. So the creative landscape, now this is in Nigeria. It has one of the fastest growing creative industries in Africa. It is home to global talent in music, in film, fashion, design, and art. It is rich. It has rich cultural heritage, plus the youthful population, which means we have the raw potential. So let me tell you one of the things that the United States of America has used to have an advantage for a very long period of time over the other countries of the world. You may be wondering, is it science and technology? No, not particularly science and technology. Is it religion? No, not religion. Is it politics or democracy? No, not democracy, not politics. Who can tell me or tell us what is that one thing that they've dominated the world for a very long time? One particular thing. They have other things, but there's one particular thing that they've been using to wield influence and power over the rest of the world. Who want to try? Yes, please. Something that, that he respects America for. You can check it up. He said, their entertainment, the way they but now you can see of recent, the Grammy that looked kind of impossible. How many have we won recently now? Who has an idea? Who is in music here? Like how many Grammys have Nigeria won recently? You don't know our stats. How many, who is into music here? Music production, singing, So you should tell me. So how many Grammys have we won recently? There's a place I'm going with this. So.
Maybe 5.
5? Okay. I can't remember myself, but I know we've won generally 12. But recently, we have more recently, right? Let's go to the next slide. I would build up on it later on. Look at the statistics. This was as at last year, they said the projected value of the creative industry in Nigeria is 15 billion US dollars. And by the way, the creative industry in Nigeria is the second sector that brings in the most revenue for Nigeria. The second sector that brings in the most revenue for this country, the creative industry. Our GDP contribution is projected to be 100 billion US dollars by 2030. Employment currently employs 4.2 million Nigerians, with an estimated 3 million this year. But it kind of looks unregulated. And this is where we find ourselves. This is one of the most powerful sector, not only currently, even historically. Because if you enter a place now, one of the first things that you want to design, my big brother here is big on placemaking, city building. And there are many times he has shared about that. And one of the core of place, of city, is the creative sector. Are we together? It is the creative sector. If you enter a town now, you want to know about that town, you define their language, their music, right? Maybe if they have, what else again? Their dressing, thank you, that's fashion. What else again? Their literature, their stories. So it is very important. The next slide, please. Okay, so let's break it down. What is creative excellence? Can we read together? Let's define creative first of all. 1, 2, go. Thank you. Excellence, 1, 2, go. So, Nigeria does not really have a creative problem. We have teeming and a budding creative population. We have the youth. But do you know the challenge and the problem that we have? Is the excellence problem. It is the excellence problem that we have as a country. And it is causing a big challenge. Because it's not about doing it. It's about doing it well. It's about doing it well. Doing it well. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 10. Let somebody read for us. I know it's not a church, but I want us, so that I know most of us here are Christians. so that you see how it connects. Let somebody read Ecclesiastes 9 verse 10 for us.
Whatever you have Christ, do it with your might.
Please, sir.
Whatever your hand finds to do it with your might, for there is no work or thought, or knowledge, or wisdom, or shame, to which you are called.
Thank you, sir. Whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. You know, Mr. Thomas was talking about the sheep and about sacrifice. As a creative, money should not be the first thing that you're after. Be obsessed with excellence. Be obsessed with details. I tell my team at Conqueror, when we create things, I said, imagine that you are creating this thing for God. That the first person that is going to, use this thing, this product that you are making is God. Imagine that kind of details, that God level detail that you are going to put into what you're doing. Do it with all. I'm obsessed with that. Oh. You can ask them. On phone, physically, I correct over and over again. If it is not good, I will go the extra mile. Refund customer money and still create another work for them. Make it good. Be obsessed with it. The first company that crossed the $1 trillion evaluation in the world, which company was that? Which company, please? Huh? Apple. I want to bring something out from there. Steve Jobs was obsessed with excellence. An obsession with make it good. You look at it before you start even getting feedback. You assess your work yourself. Don't give yourself pat on the back quickly. I have done a very good job. No. Look at it very well from all sides, all angles. It can be better. I can make this thing better. It can be better. Yes, I've mastered it up to this level. It can be better. It can be better. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen it has opened mind-blowing doors for me. I don't seek platform. I just stayed there in my house. That's where my company is currently. Concrete. It's in my compound. When people come, they are surprised. I said, this is the Concrete. Yes, it's in my compound. But there is one obsession. I just keep going back to it, keep making it good. 2 years ago, there was an event, Master Craftsman in Nigeria. This was me. I have a painting background. This is some of my works. Painting. And then, thank you. And then now coming into furniture. You know what that means? The furniture industry where you have the juggernaut. Concrete is just 4 years old. This is not a field I know anything. I don't know anything about interior design. And then I started, by the grace of God, here in Ogbomoso. And I entered the industry where they are behemoths. Where they are giants of many years. This thing I'm telling you is your key. Outside of prayer, you will pray. You will pray, you do that. But it will be very sweet when as you have prayed, your heart is enlarged and your works are good. If you read the book of Genesis, I think it's even more than 5 times. And God saw that all that he did, and it was very good. It was good. It was good. God saw. He assessed his own work. It was good. When you assess your work before it gets to clients or before you get feedback from clients, is it good? Some of you, clients will not give you feedback. You'll be arguing with clients. They say the work is not good. I say, but I tried my best. Nobody cared that you tried your best. I'm telling you, it's the hard truth. Make it good. There was a time we did a work, system specs. Those are the owners of Remita brand. Their office at VI. Did it for our clients, accessories. I mean, this is me in my own high. You know, our visitor crew, as a visitor, we're good. We know what we're doing now. I've never met a client as detailed. The owner, Mr. John Obaro, I didn't even know he was the owner of the brand, the multi-billionaire. He would just stroll in with his hand at the back. He'd just be looking at our works while we are working. He won't say anything. And one of the times, we did a work, text mural, very lovely, because for the first time I brought not only my mural thing, but my designer thing. The people who does the illustration, everybody, 3 of them, 2 of them are married with family. They left wife and children at home. They came to site. They've never gone to site with me. I said, this work required that level of details. We did work, we did. And then the clients came. Mrs. Uwamaka Okoye, she just saw the work. Oh no, Sheyi, this thing is not straight. I'm like, the negotiation that over is not straight. So what's not straight there? We looked and looked, but this thing is good now. We actually took ruler. We now measured from the floor. We now measured the beginning of the text and the end of the text. It was like roughly 2 centimeters off. 2 centimeters. You can't pick it by high. You can't pick it by high. But this woman came to that, this thing is not straight, Sheyi. It's a little bit tilted. I was saying, the work that we did for how many hours? Because of 2 centimeters. We have to redo that work. Because of what? 2 centimeters. Do you know what lack of details have costed companies? When you hear that companies, let's say car making companies, they will recall all their cars. How? Call it back to the company. There was a car, I think it was Volkswagen or was it Toyota? Their braking system was not so solid. And they've sold millions all over the world. The quality control department didn't do they didn't cross-check that very well. They know to save their brand, they brought back all the cars. They refunded all the clients. Why? Because they have a brand, they have a name. I tell my team, you can't compare yourself to Lagbaja. I don't want to use a specific name. Who is a furniture guy who does not have Abi? But when you are a creative person who you are going long term, you have a name to protect, you go all the way. Next slide, please. Talent, discipline is equal to excellence. All of us here are talented. All of us. There's nobody that does not have talent. But these things that I've just shared is the addition to our talent. At a point, you will even be the one that will be joyfully asking for feedback. If you get to that level where you seek for feedback and they give you honest feedback and your eye does not get red, you are doing very well. That's the first mark that yes, you are doing very well. When clients give me feedback, I want to listen from their perspective. Okay? Look at what they are saying, look at the work, devoid of my emotions or my feelings. How was the work? Look, then they feelings me to try. Let me look at the work. Is it good? Okay. The edges, the finishing. It can be better actually. You are right. I'll make it again. We'll work on it. When you have that kind of mindset, that's excellence with your talent, and you have that kind of discipline. You're already excellent. And this is what will open doors for you. You won't lobby. You don't need to lobby. You won't lobby. Forget lobby. Forget the person. Okay? It's good too. But that's just the honest truth. Your work gets so good that your enemies will patronize you, but you may not come directly. I have a case. There's a woman I worked with also. Maybe that was one of the things that I helped my background. I will get there. Mentorship and apprenticeship. I work with Pedro Alatishe. She's